This hypnosis experience is copyrighted by Key Guy Technology LLC, your 2019 copyright. This hypnosis file is not to be duplicated and or distributed without express permission from Key Guy Technology LLC. Please try out our product, the Hypnosis Key, by going to www.hypnosiskey.com. The Hypnosis Key is a digital package that comes with over 1,000 Hypnosis Mp3 files that are read by a hypnotherapist. The Hypnosis Key is a $20,000 value that we sell for a very low price. Again, go to www.hypnosiskey.com. That is spelled www.hypnosiskey.com. Please enjoy your hypnosis file.
You are presently all around profoundly loose, and your subliminal personality is open and responsive to proposals that are given to you for your own inward feeling of prosperity. What's more, you and I realize that for some time now you have been encountering issues when setting off to the new environment, and despite the fact that the desire is there, it's nearly as if something is preventing you from accomplishing those sentiments of help. Also, this is actually what it was. Something truly was ceasing you, and that something that was halting you was your very own intuitive personality, on the grounds that someplace at some point in your past something occurred either to you or to another person to cause the modest bladder issue that you've been encountering. Furthermore, regardless of whether it was something that transpired else, whatever the issue was sufficient to establish a solid connection upon a youthful personality. Whatever the explanation behind that old issue of yours, your intuitive personality completed an awesome activity in securing you at the outset. However, at this point it's a great opportunity to proceed onward, time to give up, let go of old, negative impacts. Also, you've officially concluded that you need to take out that issue from your life. That is for what reason you're utilizing your mind capacity to support you on the grounds that profound where it counts. You realize that there truly are better mindsets, feeling and acting. The recollections of everything that has ever transpired, all that you've at any point heard or seen, smelled or contacted or felt, are altogether recorded there in your awesome subliminal personality. You may get a kick out of the chance to return to the first occasion that caused your concern, so as to lie that phantom to rest. In the event that your intuitive personality is eager and prepared, enable yourself to go back in time to the absolute first time that you encountered an issue with utilizing the latrine outside your own home. I need you to encounter yourself getting to be the more youthful and littler as you go further and further back in time. You might recollect certain comments that were made to you, or new places that you visited when you were more youthful. Maybe there were upsetting times of your life on school excursions, resting over with companions, occasions, or seeing relatives. I truly don't have the foggiest idea. Yet, your internal personality knows everything, and whatever it was that caused that old issue of yours, you can enable it to surface at this point. Interruption. Now, you can enable your customer to relate whatever the individual in question is encountering verbally, and work through any issues that crop up, or proceed as pursues. I'd like you to extend any recollections that surface onto a screen. See it in full shading, splendid and clear. Keep in mind everything that occurred around then. Delay. What's more, when that memory is as solid and striking and clear as it can be, simply enable it to blur away. Yes, blur away. See the pictures getting to be paler and far less critical. Any sounds related with that memory are currently getting to be dark and stifled as they blur away. The hues are blurring and the entire scene ends up dimmer, and whatever it was that occurred around then truly isn't essential any longer. What's more, as you see the screen with that old memory that is blurring without end, maybe you can see the strings or ropes that have been restricting you to this issue this time. Assuming so, I'd like you to glance around for a couple of scissors or a blade, and when you've discovered it, essentially slice through that solid or rope. Respite. Also, as you do, a stunning thing occurs. You feel free, yes, free as liberated as can be in the sky. The occasions from that time that made your timid bladder losing their capacity to influence you any longer. It is just as nothing pesters you any longer, and those issues that you used to have with your bladder are currently a relic of days gone by. You can would anything you like to, you truly can. Your trust in yourself is expanding, taking off to unfathomable status. You are responsible for your life, your well-being, your body and your brain. Yes, you truly are. Envision yourself now visiting somebody for the absolute first time, an outsider, somebody that you've never even met. You have been going for a couple of hours and had a couple of sodas, and you are truly prepared to purge your bladder. Your bladder is full and you perceive that you urgently need a can. So you inquire as to whether you can utilize their washroom, and obviously they consent, so you go. Also, when I state go, you truly do go. When you have achieved the washroom and are prepared to purge your bladder, your muscles unwind and you discover it's so natural to pee, small p, whichever wording your customer is alright with at whatever point you have to, at whatever point you're in the correct condition. You experience and appreciate the help and discharge and the brilliant sentiment of knowing that you truly are free. Indeed, you are free from those old awkward manifestations that you used to, understanding yet more than that you are in charge. You are responsible for your psyche, your body and your well-being. You truly are. Also, later on, at whatever point you have to utilize the can outside your very own home, you discover it's so natural to do what you have to do in a proper spot. You loosen up your muscles. You are absolutely free from those awkward sentiments that you used to have. You are in charge. What's more, these proposals are solidly implanted in your subliminal personality, and they become more grounded and more grounded step by step. They become more grounded constantly, more grounded continuously, more grounded continuously. From this minute forward, you discover it so natural to utilize the can at whatever point or wherever you wish to, at whatever point it is helpful for you and your host. On the off chance that you are out in a bar or a new domain, you never again need to check ahead of time where the women or gentlemen rooms are, on the grounds that you realize you can without much of a stretch discover them by following the signs or soliciting apart from staff. Furthermore, you appreciate the help that you feel from discharging your bladder without the old stresses and stress that once troubled you. You are responsible for your bladder, and it's an awesome inclination to realize that you are in charge. Furthermore, as your intuitive personality encounters these new, certain, constructive emotions related with being free from stress, I need you to take a few profound, reviving breaths as you make a sleep-inducing grapple. You may jump at the chance to utilize this grapple while preparing to go out. Also, you can do this by rehashing to yourself the accompanying key expression. I am responsible for my brain and my body. I believe my bladder, and I confide in my magnificent intuitive personality since I have control. Also, you do confide in yourself since you are in charge. You truly are. As you experience this trust and information that you are in charge, take another full breath and press together the thumb and center finger of your predominant hand. Utilize this stay in the good old days as your new example sets up itself and turns into an immovably inserted adapted reaction. What's more, after a brief time, maybe only a little while or perhaps after only a couple of days, you find that you don't require this key expression on the grounds that these better approaches for considering and feeling are shaped and as of now immovably engraved in your intuitive personality. You currently have another propensity for grabbing, unwind and let go at whatever point you have to. Furthermore, these proposals are solidly inserted in your subliminal personality and become more grounded step by step. They become more grounded continuously, more grounded constantly, more grounded constantly. In a minute, I'm going to check the numbers from 1 to 5, and at the tally of 5, you will be completely alert, revived and loose, and have superb sentiments coursing through your body, quiet and tranquil considerations moving through your psyche, and these magnificent contemplations and emotions will remain and remain with you. They will remain and remain with you. 1, 2, 3, returning gradually now, 4 eyelids starting to gleam and 5 eyes open wide, conscious brain and body coming back to typicality.